one and all to the coronavirus awareness session. Now, when you are watching TV or reading newspapers, you all knows that what is happening all over in the world. All are talking about coronavirus. Okay, they are explaining that this country is like Italy. There 60,000 people affected coronavirus and around 6,000 dead due to coronavirus or COVID-19, and also in Iran, Spain, UK, China, Switzerland, US, Germany. It was also showing this morning that around 40,000 people are affected by in USA and around 500 people dead. So now this is a new strain or new anxiety situation. People are panic. But see, those who are sitting in this class, you need to understand that whether we need to panic or we need to anxious or if there is any remedy. So be with me. I will show you all about coronavirus, what are the precautions measures you have to take, and how we can stop spreading of this virus. All these things I will explain. You give me proper attention, proper focus on me. And you know what is coronavirus or virus? This is a microorganism. What is microorganism? Microorganism means you cannot see by your naked eyes, or normal microscope you cannot see them. You need electron microscope to see the viruses. This is the first thing. See, when you look at this air, there may be viruses. We cannot see. Even dust we cannot see properly. So viruses is that much small. Even bacteria is bigger than virus. So you can assume that how small the virus is. So in this microorganism family, as I was explaining before, there is bacteria, there is virus, there is fungi, there is algae, there is protozoa. So today we are talking about virus. Virus itself, there are so many viruses we heard about. We heard about Ebola virus, we heard about dengue, we heard about Hendra virus, we heard about Nipah virus, we heard about hepatitis virus, we heard about H5N1 virus, also we heard about H7N9 virus, then also we heard about coronavirus, that is SARS from China on 2003. Also we heard about coronavirus MERS, this is 2012 Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Also now we are hearing about a virus COVID-19, which causes coronavirus. COVID-19 is disease name and corona is the virus which make this disease. Okay, so these viruses, they are not first time in the earth or in this world. Viruses was there in animals. So animal to animal it was transferring. That's why maybe you heard about bird flu, and also you heard about dog flu, and also you heard about rat flu. These flus were there, and even horse flu. These flus was there, but it was transforming from one animal to another animal, and there were so many deaths of birds, etc. But now the situation is different. Now these viruses are transferring from them to human being, and this virus now transferring in between or spreading from one human being to another human being. This is the issue now. So we need to understand these viruses, where they were before and where they are now. This is very important you to know. And also, no need any panic situation, no need any anxieties or stress in your mind. Why? Because I will explain you about some death rates. you heard about this influenza virus, right? Influenza virus that normally makes some flu-like symptoms. Flu-like symptoms like maybe you will have fever, headache, body pain, and all these things. And if influenza virus it is affected 10,000 people, from 10,000 people only one person can die. This is what influenza viruses will do. But about the MERS, it was a very dangerous virus. Why I am telling dangerous virus? Because when it was affected for around 20 people, in 100 people, 1 to 2 people were dying. That means 20% of people were dying due to MERS. And also, as I told, SARS, if 100 people affected, there was 10 people affected. So 10% was the dead rate. So when you are comparing with this one, our this news tension, COVID-19 or coronavirus, if it's affected for 100 people, only 3 people are dying. So comparing with other disease, this disease is not that much dangerous. There is still remedy, and that is a simple remedy also. See, I will come to that point. So let me show you a PPT PowerPoint presentation here. So when you look at this one here, it is showing this is coronavirus picture, and it is showing here his envelope having some protein spikes, same like crown. That is why it's called coronavirus. So these are the protein spikes, and this is his envelope. So this is what coronavirus, and crown you can see at his envelope. And this virus was where before? This virus was in animals like camel or cat or bat, like this, birds like this. Then now it's transferred to human being. So this is the issue as I told you before. So how it transferred, as of now we don't know. Maybe someone ate this wild animals. Maybe this is the reason, because as we heard from newspaper and also from the TV channels, that it's this particular disease COVID-19 started from China. This is one of the region, Wuhan. So there is a big market especially for selling wild animals. So maybe someone buy wild animal and they eat it, and it transferred to the human being. Now the situation, from the human being to human being, this virus is transferring. So you need to understand. Also, when you look at the spectrum of symptoms, these are the mild symptoms. First of all, cough, fever, and sometimes shortness of breath. But the other side of the spectrum, it will be like pneumonia, kidney failure, and death. So initial stage means, I mean to say 1 to 6 days or 7 days, it will be a normal fever, flu-like symptoms only. Then it will go to, if you are not taking care properly, you are not going to any healthcare professional or any doctor, what will happen? These symptoms, this disease will go very high, and then it will have pneumonia, your kidney failure, and you will die. So that's why you make sure that first of all, when there is a mild symptoms, you need to visit the doctor. This is the first thing I want to explain you. And also you need to know that so now we talked about the symptoms. Also now how we can prevent the situation. Okay, for that you need to know how this virus is spreading from human to human. First thing, how it's spreading? It's spreading by droplets. What is droplets I mean? Now, when I am talking, some small particles are going out. Or when I am sneezing or coughing, more particles are going. And see, if I am affected, I am a corona patient, and someone healthy person is standing near to me, and I make coughing or sneezing with very carelessly. Even I am not taking any tissue or not doing it in my elbow. Very carelessly, I openly did this sneezing. I will show you one small experiment. Okay, this is a tissue. Okay, this is a tissue. So now I am openly. Okay, first I will see that I am openly. I am making a cough. Okay, see, you can see it is spreading like this. I make this is, it's gone like this. You understand? Now, if I am using this tissue, what will happen? We will see. Okay, so when I make, so I use this tissue. See, now you can see here all droplets are in the tissue now. This is how you can do. So I am coming to that point now. So how, first of all, you need to understand how it is spreading. One way of spreading like this. Your droplets, it's, if you are a sick person or you are affected by coronavirus or COVID-19 and you are sneezing or coughing to another person, these droplets can go to him. Okay, maybe it will fall onto his face, maybe mouth or nose or ear. Okay, so this is how it's spreading. Then I will show you next slide. You need to, second thing, how it's spreading by hands. This is also very important, you need to know. So say suppose my hand, okay, and I am a coronavirus infected patient, but I am not aware of it, or maybe I am not telling this one, and I am going to a supermarket and I check this apple. Okay, I am not using any gloves, nothing. I am just touching and seeing how good is this apple. I am checking this quality, and finally I decided I will not buy this apple, and okay, I kept it like this. So I go back to my home. Then another one, healthy patient, healthy person, he came to the supermarket and he touched the same apple with his bare hand, because he knows that he don't have any problem. He touched this apple. What happened now? The previous person, he was patient, he touched this apple and the virus is affected this apple, right or wrong? Now what happened? The healthy person, he touched this one and this virus is now transferred to the healthy person. Then by mistake, some people they have the habit of touching their mouth, or maybe they are scratching their eyes. Automatically this virus will go into his body. That's why make sure that you have to have a good hand hygiene. First of all, don't touch your face unnecessary, and when you touch means you have to wash your hands properly. Okay, I will show you how to wash your hands properly. For that I need 1 minute, because see this one, let me put this gloves. Why? Because during showing this experiment I need to wear the gloves. Okay, so you understand how it is spreading from one person to another person by by droplets. You understand this scenario? Now we will see how we have to wash our hands properly. This is also very important. This is a step-by-step procedure. Okay, and let me put this one. Okay, and I have to show you by say this is actually not soap which I am using now, but to show you only how to wash your hands, so that you will understand how to wash hand properly, because hand hygiene is very important. You understand? Hand hygiene is very important. So let me put like this. Okay, maybe the size is wrong. You do know. I wear this blouse because for this experiment. Okay, say suppose this is not soap, but for to show you, I'm just using this one, not showing us this one. So this is soap. Okay, you understand? This is soap. Okay, so now you are going to wash your hand, but you don't know how to wash your hand. So normally people will do what? They do like this and they go, they eat. So, see, you are thinking that you wash your hands properly, but where the soap now? Only at the palm. But what about the rest of the parts? What about your backside of your thumbs or this one palm? So that's why I will show you. First of all, make sure that, see, we all are food service professionals sitting here. So you know, when you are going into the kitchen, there are different types of sinks. One sink it is used for only vegetable washing. One sink it is using only for butchery area or washing meat, and one is for salad preparation, and there are pot washing, dishwashing. All these areas are there in the kitchen, right? So you are not allowed to wash your hands on that area. There is a specific area which is only for hand wash. It is mentioned also there, it is specifically for hand wash area. There you will have hand soap, running warm water will be there, there will be maxi roll. So first of all, you wet your hands with warm water. Then get enough quantity of soap. Then rub palm to palm. Then palm to back. Okay. See, now the soap is here. Then what? Next is rotational rubbing of your thumbs. Okay. So then like this. Okay, then now you have to take care of your fingernails. So you have to do like this, okay. So now all over the places there is soap. Then you have to rinse your hands. Then what? You have to dry with paper tissue or maxi roll. You have to dry. Then use the same paper tissue to close this tap. Otherwise, what is the problem? You wash, everything is okay, but this surface may be contaminated surface. Maybe there is virus still there on the faucet. So when you are closing the faucet, make sure that you are using the tissue or maxi roll to close this one. You understand? This is very, very important. So second way of spreading virus is hand. One is your respiratory or your this thing, your mouth droplets. Then second is your hand. This is very important you to know. So washing hands, everyone understand now. And also see, I'm just removing this. Okay. And when, okay, this time I can show you also how to remove gloves. Okay, how you can remove this gloves. Okay, this is very important, you need to know. First of all, this particle you catch like this here. Okay, when you are removing gloves, this is the thing. Why I am telling this one, don't do like this, because already there is virus and it can transfer here. So do like this. Okay, then what you will do, you use this one and you remove. Then also this gloves were in a closed bin. Okay, make sure that it is in the closed bin. Okay, so this is what you will do with gloves. Okay, now you understand. First is your droplets, second is hand. These are the two ways it will spread. Okay, one more thing. If there is no specific hand wash basin, there is no water, what you can do? There is another way. You can use hand sanitizer. Okay, you spray hand sanitizer and then do like this. Okay, any sanitizer which have more than 70% of alcohol, it will kill the virus. So you can use the hand sanitizer also. So this is also very important. Then we'll go to the this. So this point we already understand that how to wash the hands, why hand washing is important, and when to wash the hand. This is the next slide which is showing after coughing or sneezing you have to wash your hands. This is very important. And also when you caring for sick, so in this time I advise not to go to any people those who are suffering from any type of sick, because we have now isolation area. Let them be there. No need friendship chat or something in the isolation areas. No need to go to the isolation area. You be in your accommodation and let their doctor is there. They will take doctors will take care of their whatever they are suffering. Okay, so this is one thing. And also very important that whenever you are going into the kitchen or into the restaurant, make sure that you wash your hands properly. Without proper washing, you are not allowed to enter the kitchen or in the restaurant. This is very important for you. And also hand washing, at least it will take 20 to 30 seconds for doing all this step. So 20 to 30 seconds, make sure that you are in front of the hand wash basin. This is very important. And in all over our projects there is hand wash sink is available. And also if you want extra care, everywhere it is now kept sanitizer also. Because of this particular situation, this corona issue, we have every area there is sanitizer also. So you have to use sanitizer. That is also make sure that it is alcohol based sanitizer, more than 70% alcohol. Okay, so why hand hygiene is important? This is very important. Why? Because it can contaminate other surfaces. Okay, this is you need to understand. Also, we will go to the next slide. It is talking about protect others from getting sick. So, see, first we talked about protect ourselves. Why hand hygiene is important? It is important to protect ourselves. Also others from getting sick. This is also my social responsibility. This is also my responsibility that not only me, if I am sick, what I should do? Make sure that you are not making sick for other people. So that's why when you feel cough, as I was showing before, you have to use tissue, and this experiment I already show you. So you have to cover your cough by by, yes, tissue. And then you close, and also make sure that this tissue should be in the closed bin. Okay, this is very important. Closed bin, not open bin. This is very important. And alcohol based hand rub. If there is no hand wash thing, and in this particular situation I will advise, even if there is hand wash your hands. After that you use sanitizer or alcohol rub. This is what it is mentioned over here. And also make sure that whenever you are cough or sneeze, go immediately to the after you use tissue. Or if you don't have tissue, what you will do? You can use your elbow also. Not directly like this. Like this? No. It should be your elbow. Like this. And then immediately you go. You need to change your this apron or whatever the protective equipments you are using, and you need to wash your hands properly. Okay. This is very important for you. And then we will go to the next slide. This is talking about protect others from getting sick. This is also other point. See, when you are not feeling well, what I mean, there is any symptoms like fever or headache, or maybe you have breathing problem, maybe you have any bronchitis or any such problems. What you have to do, you have to sit in your room and you need to inform to your supervisor that, sir, this is what I'm suffering today and what I supposed to do. So he will advise you to go hospital or whatever, you follow his instruction. This is very important for you. And also, see, some people have a bad habit of sneezing openly. Not only sneezing, some people they are spitting openly. What is spitting? Like this. This is also not good. This is also not good habit. Make sure that you are not making any spit on publicly, okay, or public places. Why I am telling? Because it can this viruses can transfer to any other place, and it can affect the other healthy people also. This is very important. And next we will talk about food safety. Practice food safety. That's why in our kitchens we are following proper food safety measures. Okay. Also we are using different colored cutting boards in our projects. We are using red for raw meat, right, or blue for raw fish, then brown for vegetables, then green it is for salad and fruit, then white it is for bakery and dairy. So this also it will not make any cross contamination, because if this fish is having some problem, some viral issue, it will not go to any other place. That's why we are making color coding. And also food temperature, we always talking about, make sure that you are consuming or you are serving cooked food only. Undercooked foods are not allowed to eat or not allowed to serve. This is very important. And after this cooking process is done, also we are before also we explained to you people that we have to keep in a optimum temperature. That I mean is make sure that you keep away from danger zone. So cold food it should be cold, and hot should be hot food it should be hot. So cold food it should be below 5 degrees Celsius for like vegetables and all, and hot food it should be above 63 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Celsius. In between there is so many bacterial growth and all the problems can come. That's why it is mentioned practice food safety. This is also very important. Okay. Then when you are handling raw food to cooked food, you have to wash your hands properly. You have to wash your hands properly. So I told you there is a remedy for this issue. The first thing is respiratory. This one, your droplets, it should not come out. Second thing, make sure that you wash your hands properly. So these are the things again and again explaining you, and also make sure that, as I was explaining it before, how this come to human being, because maybe they eat any wild animal or any diseased animal or maybe even dead animal. We don't know how it's come. But make sure that for all of you are not, you need to understand that you should not eat any sick animal or any dead animal. Okay, this is very important for you. Okay, then when you are handling food or serving food, make sure that you are wearing gloves. This is very important. Also, when you are visiting markets, okay, when you are visiting markets, like here we have fish market, meat market, chicken, all these things are available here. So make sure that first of all, no need you go to there. And second thing, if you some chefs maybe need to go there to check the quality and all. Maybe you are buying live animals or something like this. Then make sure that you wash your hands properly. When you are returning from the market, you change your clothes, you wash your hands, you take a good shower, and after that you wash your hands properly. Then use sanitizer, then use gloves. This is very important. Okay. Then also, when you are in the market, make sure that you are touching here and there, and after that make sure that you are not touching mouth, you are not touching eyes, or you are not touching nose. This is very important. Why again and again I am explaining you? Because from the surfaces it will come to your hand, and from to hand it will go into your body. So that's why this is very important. Okay. Then also, stray animals. It is mentioned stray animals means the animals have no owner. It is going here and there, there and here. So we don't know these stray animals. These animals don't have owner. It goes here and there. Pet animals. As of now, I don't hear about any issues from the pet animals. But even now, avoid this also better, because we don't know this problems are coming from. We heard it is from the wild animals, but this time just away even all animals. This is what my personal advice. Okay. Then here, when you are going to market or when you are going any other places, we have to have our PPTs. What is PPT? PPE is personal protective equipments. Okay, this PPE is, first of all, this is your gloves. This is one of your personal protective equipment. So you are going to market means you have to wear this one. Okay, any market. If you go to any supermarket or whatever, you wear this gloves. Okay, and also I advise you to wear this mask also. It is also good for you, because we don't know who is affected. Suddenly he is sneezing and it is coming into my nose or my mouth. It is going to be a problem. So we can protect ourselves. But if you are sick, sure, damn sure you need to wear this mask. Very important. And don't come outside. You self-isolate yourself. You sit in the room, you inform to your supervisor. But I am telling this personal protective equipments, which is even I am a healthier person, better when you are going outside. You use mask. It's good for you. Okay. So this using mask, you can see this 3 layers here. So you use this 3-layered mask, and on this there is, see this top and bottom, On the top side you can see there is a metal strip on top. So this is the top portion. So it will go to your nostril area. Your nostril area, this will touch here, and then here there is no strip, there is no metal wire. So this will go to your chin. Okay, and also before you are wearing this mask, make sure that you are washing your hands, otherwise it's useless. Why? Because if I am not washing my hand and I am putting this mask, already it is contaminated, already virus is there. So that's why when you are going to wear the mask, make sure that you wash your hands properly. Also, next thing is where you have to hold this mask, this corners, okay, you have to put like this, okay, then you have to do like this, okay, then you can adjust here, that's it, okay, and here you can make a small press here. Why? It will come to that your nostril shape. So this is how you need to wear the mask. You understand? So blouse, this is very important. Mask is very important also. These are the two main personal protective equipments, blouse and mask. Okay, good. Now we will go to the next slide. It is showing that, okay, when you are, as I told you before, you go to any supermarket or any hypermarket or any markets, you have to wash your hands properly, you have to wear gloves properly. This is what very important. And then make sure that you disinfect this area where you are working. Maybe you are working, yes, in Bainmar, yeah, you are serving food, right? So there is Bainmaring, there is a railing, there is glass, all this area you need to disinfect it. And for the chefs, what you need to understand, you need to also disinfect your area. This is very important. Disinfection is very important. Okay, your hand is good, you are keeping all these things, but your area is spreaded with virus. What is the use of all these things? That's why every after your duty or every after your shift, you need to wash or you need to disinfect your area. This is also very important. Okay, now when you are traveling, so first of all, if you are cough or fever, no make any BTR, any business trips, okay, you stay at home, because it is not advisable to travel from any place to any place nowadays. So this is number one. And also, if you have any problem, I will remove this one because sound is not coming properly. Okay, so when you are traveling, make sure that you are healthy. And if you are not healthy, you are not allowed to travel from here to any other places. Okay, you stay there. This is the good thing. And also, that's why we are called isolation or social distancing. You isolate yourself in the room. This is very important for you. And also, you have to inform to the supervisor or any in our camps there is clinics are there. You go and inform to the doctor about this issue. This is very important. And also one more thing, when you are going to the clinic, you need to tell all the history. When you come back from vacation, maybe during your vacation you are from China, okay, whichever places, okay, so you need to tell, okay, Philippines, from Philippines you go maybe China, maybe you go maybe Italy, we don't know, maybe you go Switzerland, maybe you go to US, we don't know, or this, I mean to say the clinic person doesn't know. So what will happen? This you need to explain them your travel history. Where did you visit? Which area you, which country you visited? Because as we mentioned, there is some countries are totally affected with this COVID-19, which coronavirus. Italy, you can see that the death rates around, as of now, 6,000 people they died, and even in where was the next? Spain. Okay, there is Spain also 2,000 people are dead. Before that, when beginning China, there is around 3,500 people they dead. Okay, so now it is in US. I heard, as I was telling before, 50,000 people are affected and around 500 people are dead. This is what I'm listening from the TV channels. So if you visited all these countries, not only all these countries, any countries or any places, you need to explain them properly, because I know some countries what exactly happened. They were not listening government what were asking them, because they are thinking that it is their social, there is their human right to go here and there, and no need to admit these things to anyone else. This is their private issues. So what happened? These persons, they are not telling anything to the government, and they are going here and there. Then they spread this virus from this particular country to particular country, and it all over the world now. You understand this scenario, the situation now. So that's why you need to explain everything, your travel history, to your healthcare provider, your doctor there in the clinic. This is very important also. Also, as we already explained this one, that when you are planning to travel, if you are a healthy person also, keep some sanitizer with the sanitizer with you, and also keep facial mask with you, and also some tissues with you. Because if you want to touch somewhere, this gloves will help you, because it will not contaminate your hand. And also make sure that you have mask, so it will not contaminate your nostril area or your respiratory areas. Okay, so this is very important. And also, if maybe every places there is no water, so you have to have hand sanitizer with you. So at least you have some of the things which can help you save your health. Or next thing, what? Say suppose, as I was telling before, anyway, you are traveling on a flight, because this is very important. Maybe you are flying back to your home country. In that scenario, what you will inform, what you will do, you will inform to the crew manager there. There will be crews and crew manager will be there. So you inform to the crew manager or anyone of the crew that, say, I am having this symptoms like cough, or as we said, fever, or maybe this one headache, or any other anything you are feeling uneasiness of breathing. All these things, what you will do, you will inform to the crew member, and she will advise you what to do. She will give you a proper area. Maybe she will tell you to sit somewhere isolated area. So she will help you. But if you are not telling, you are going like this and sitting somewhere, this is what happened also. I came to know that some people, what they did, they are not talking to anyone that I am coming from this particular country, and they set the last destination only. So suppose you are going to Philippines, but you are going from Italy, and what will happen? You will connect to Qatar, and from Qatar Airways you are going to Philippines, or maybe you are India. You are traveling from Spain to Qatar, Qatar to India. But when the government is asking from where you are coming, you will say I am coming from Qatar. So they will think of, they will not, because how many people are coming and going, so they don't have that much time where you are from where you are coming. Okay, Qatar, Kalas, done, you got it. But what happened now? You are coming from this affected country like China or maybe US or Germany or Italy or Iran, and now you are going to your home country. You are not telling anyone your symptoms, and you are going to home also. When you are going to home, you are visiting the any hotels, any restaurants, or you are even visiting some relatives' house. End of the day, what you are doing this is, you are spreading this virus to everyone. So that is why you need to inform to the crew, and she will advise you what to do. The flight crews or flight manager, he will advise you what to do, and they will take care of you. And when you are landed on a particular airport, they will these crew members will inform to the clinic there, and they will take care of you. Maybe they will tell you that okay, you will be isolated for this much days. Okay. Anyway, this they will help you, but you have to tell them the truth that this is what you are facing, the issues. Okay. And next, as we discussed before, also avoid spitting in public, and also making sure that you are eating well cooked food. So now this training session is over. We talked about microorganisms, we talked about viruses, we talked about different types of virus. Also, we talked about how this virus transfer from animals to human being, and it's spreading now from human being to other human being. So two things very important, I am again and again telling. First is your droplets. This is one way of spreading, so you have to stop this. Second thing, by your hand. Now I will advise you not to shake hand, not to make any shake hand with anyone. This now you do like this or you do like this, whatever, but no hand touching, no shake hand. And second thing, make sure that no hugging. Okay, keep little distance, not little distance. Say at least 1 meter to 2 meter. If you keep distance, how we are sitting now? Say like this. You have to, yes, that this one. That's why we are keeping like this now. At least 1 meter to 2 meter distance on the chairs. You understand? So this is how. And also we talked about personal protective equipments, and also we talked about the mask. We talked about gloves. I hope you understand this what I was explaining to you, and COVID-19 or coronavirus, you understand everything, I hope. So thank you very much for attending this section, and I am wishing all for a healthy life. Okay, thank you.